In this episode, I talk about what I'd normally be doing and how that could benefit you. Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about what I would be doing if I wasn't making YouTube videos and how possibly that could be of some benefit to you. Actually, I'm just going to do a review, which is great. So in the real world, when not doing this, I make coffee for people. Specialty coffee, coffee with Providence and single estate stuff. Coffee that tastes great, we could take time making it. People enjoy the flavour and experience. The independent coffee industry, if you will. Obviously, during the pandemic, most of us have either been closed or out of work. Now, I work in fields at events like music festivals, car festivals, food festivals, many festivals. And the thing is, without the ability to put people together in a field, we are a bit stuck. So, like everybody, we've adapted, which is great. And we've made a little bit of money. Obviously, very thankful to our government for helping us out. And it's given me lots of time to do stuff like this. But today, I wanted to bring a little snippet of my industry to the cave and show you a product that I've been playing with for a little while now, and its new baby brother. I think you'll find it interesting, enjoyable. You maybe even want to, I don't know, buy one. But yeah, so there you go. So here we go. I'm crouching because I have to be in the camera shot. So these are two funky products. This is the Trinity 1 and this is the Trinity 0. Now, very different product. This is built like a proverbial battleship, and this is a little lightweight thing you can take anywhere, on holiday, to work, to school, you know, wherever you want really. So let's start with the one, because that's the chunky beast. It is, you go over there, thank you. It is my baby, I cuddle it. It is certainly well built. Solid metal construction, big chunky frame. This thing weighs a ton. It has a nice wooden base, and let me talk you around it. It claims to replace filter coffee, pour over, AeroPress, sort of compression coffee. It claims to replace cafetiere, cold brew coffee. The only thing it doesn't really do is espresso based coffee, which is no surprise because it's not a massive espresso machine. But they have made the handle look like a portafilter, which is this little thing. Now it does resemble the clicky thing we put in our machines, but it's not. It has a metal filter in the base, which has lots and lots of different different holes. It's not different holes, they're all the same. It has lots of holes in it, which are so many microns thick. I don't know, I can't measure them with my eyes because my eyes aren't rulers. A lovely wooden handle and a metal bit on the end, so it's a chunky product. This is a valve essentially. The valve undoes and does up. It's got a little twist mechanism, which is pretty cool, and that lets the water in and out. Let's put that there for a minute. Now, the beast, the plunger, let's whip her out. Oh, hang on, my puck's stuck. Okay, there's a puck. This plunger is solid metal with a wooden top and a rubber plunger that's detachable so you can clean it easily. Fits on the bottom. This thing weighs 3 kilograms. It is really heavy. Do some dumbbell lifting. This is the magical bit, the thing that does all the work. Now, what it claims to do is in the top bit, or the receptacle, you've got essentially a channel. And the channel, I don't know, it receives the coffee, the ground coffee, and you can either put a paper in the top or put coffee straight into the chamber. And when you lock on the valve like that and you turn it off so it's in the off position, you can make any sort of, you know, brew coffee through it. Time as long as you like, and then when you're ready to go, you just undo it and it drips through into the base. Now, it actually makes a really good cup of coffee, I've got to say. I've tried it in a few ways. The pour over method works. The only downside, I would say, is because the hole at the top is very big. See, it's quite a large, you know, I can get most of my fingers in there. Because it's quite big, if it's a sort of normal lightweight paper, filter paper, it tends to get too heavy and just fall through. So that's a problem. That's a design issue. But if you use something like a Chemex paper, which is much thicker and holds its structure, that sits in it quite well. Probably the easiest method is the one I'm going to show you today, which is the kind of pseudo aeropress or compression style coffee. So we're going to brew up some coffee in a minute. Well, the idea of this is, instead of you pushing down with your hand, and there be it the problem that everyone's hand is different, everyone's strength is different, you know, so it changes the brew. You get a more uniform taste, or extraction, sorry. And you put that in and it goes down. And the way it goes down is, obviously it sits in the top like that, and when you undo it, you get a nice air sound, and it very slowly, oh, it's a thing of wonder. It very slowly goes down with uniform pressure. Okay, so that's the number one. So that's a Trinity one. Great to have in a coffee shop. A bit of a beast at home. Number two, now this is my new puppy. I've just got this. I don't know how long it's been out for. Could have been out for a while, but it's called the Trinity Zero, and I've got to get it out of the box. I don't know why I put it back in the box, because I've been using it. I thought it would look more professional. It's a little black tub, for want of a better word, with a lid, and inside is a basket, again with lots of many holes which you can see through. Obviously you can't, but I can. And these are the micron, you know, size, but again I can't measure them with my eyes. And that, with this, you put your coffee in here level, okay, and a grind sort of, they say halfway between filter and espresso, but I would say more aeropressy sort of level. That then spins on, so you got that. That then sits in your cup. Pretend that's your cup, like that. And then you put in 100 ml of water, and there's a little line in there to show you. Then the lid, which has got a, yeah, it's got like a little pump section that pushes on the top, like so. And that sits on your cup, and you leave it for, well, I've experimented, but sort of 40 seconds to 50 seconds works well. And then you simply push down on it, and you pump, and you hold. It's quite therapeutic. You do this for, I don't know, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and it pushes the air through the coffee and extracts coffee, and actually makes a really nice drink. It's really small and lightweight as well, so for going on holiday, it's really good to put in your case. So we'll quickly brew some coffee with this as well. Right, I need to go and get kettle boiled. So the coffee we're going to use today is this. James Gourmet Coffee. Peter James has been in the industry for many a moon and is fantastic as a roaster, based in Ross on Wye, down near the Welsh place. And he makes, what can we say about Peter? Peter's a genius, I think. He certainly supported me in my endeavours for quite a while, but he gets great single estate coffee that tastes amazing and gets the best out of it. We use all of his coffee as standard throughout all of our setups, but these are his, some of his filter packaging type things. So we're going to be using today a Kayanza region, which is in Burundi, I like the word Burundi. Maybe that should have been the word of the week this week. I can't see it. You know, without my glasses on, like a bat. Blind as a bat. We must put goggles on. That's better. Okay, so... Oh my God, I can't pronounce these words. Busindi, CWS natural process. Black grape, plum and strawberry. Tasting notes. Should be good. So I'm going to brew this up in both and taste it. I have returned. It feels very strange doing this. Hello, I have returned. See how ergonomically I fit with the equipment. So we've ground up 20 grams of our Burundi coffee, and we're going to pop this into the big boy first. So the first thing I need to do is take out this little jug. We don't want to smash that. Pop out the portafilter, making sure it's turned off, so it's undo, do up. Take out the big plunger, pop that to one side, and then reapply your basket. Okay, so I'm going to add the coffee to the main chute now. That's now in there. Alright. Now, hot water, currently 94 degrees on my kettle, and that's now going to go in. Pop our little server underneath, and I'm going to fill it to the top line, or just under the top line. So I'm going to stir that now. Oh, it's very nice. So while that's now brewing, we're going to leave that for about, I would say, a minute or so, just to do what it needs to do. In that time, I've left a tiny gap between the top of the sort of spout and the chamber itself, and that's just to get the plunger in, otherwise it will all, you know, squirt over. So you're going to just pop that in the top, and that's ready to go. It's going to plunge. So while that's doing that, I'll just show you on our zero, which we'll do in parallel. So what I've already done is locked into the bottom. I'll just take the lid off. Locked into the bottom our coffee. So it's the same coffee, and I put in inside, as you can see. Sort of packed it down a little bit. It's the same grind, so it's an AeroPress grind, which AeroPress grind is, I don't know, it is that sort of halfway house between filter and espresso. It's going to sit on top of my cup, and in a minute I'm going to pop my water in. Right, I reckon that's had enough time now. So the magic is, all you do is you undo the valve, and the pressure, watch the plunger come down, you'll see it as it gets to the bottom part. Okay, ready? See the plunger plunge. So you've got a nice uniform extraction now, because the pressure is always going to be 3 kilos of pressure and not me pushing erratically. So that all now dissipates into the serving jug. Smells good, I'll give it that. There should be a satisfying air release. Drip, drip, drip. It's doing a drip. It is all very suspense filled. I can hear the air now. Probably can't quite hear that if I push it. There you go. Oh. Right, turn off the valve. And that is that. To clean it up, you take the portafilter out, or not the portafilter, the portafilter thing out, whack it in the bin, clean it out in the sink. And what you've got there is your coffee. Oh, it is. Oh, it's been a couple of weeks since I've used this. It's good. Oh, yum yum yum. Right, let's see if we can replicate that in the baba. So we've already got our coffee in there. We know that. I'm going to move that because it's in my way. 100 ml water. Now the good thing with this is you don't need scales because there's already a line inside the thing. So this is still nice and hot. So we're going to pour in to the line, which is there. You do nothing now but wait for, I say, 40 seconds. I could put the lid on, I guess. What that's doing is the holes in the silicone gasket are allowing through the water slowly so it can bloom, or pre-infuse even. It's not going to bloom because it's too compact, but it will pre-infuse inside. And we're just going to pop our little nice and sealed. It fits perfectly to my cup. Do you like my cup? It's a Starbucks rip-off. It's got a dinosaur. It says coffee is my fossil fuel. So while we're waiting, I'm going to have some of my other coffee. It's a terrible job this. You just get off your doodle on caffeine. What we're going to do now is press. So it says that you press and you hold. When I first did it, I was pumping it, and that's not the way to do it apparently. I found the first 3, you need to do 3 quick pumps just to get some pressure in it, otherwise you'll be there all day, and then the pushing is good. So, ready? Ooh. Then you hold it. Could you pick that up on the mic? It sounds like a waterfall. Makes me want to go wee. Strangely satisfying. It's the sort of you're part of the coffee extraction process without and you're pushing quite hard. It's nice. I could fall asleep listening to this. I feel the caffeine is trying to do the opposite though. I think you hold it and you get a first burst of coffee coming through. Well, I do hope this video has been a bit more instructional and of interest. As I said, I'll pop the links for both of these in the description. I think for 39 quid, I think this was. 40 quid I suppose seems a lot of money for a bit of plastic, but it is sort of chunky ABS plastic, and you know, the tech is in the suction bit, but it does make a good coffee. I've got to say. Let's get into the end now because I hear no more liquid, just drips. But going on holiday, I reckon, or just going to work, you could preload your coffee in the morning if you're going to work, chuck it in your bag, it's not going to come out, and then just add water and you're there. Yeah, that's done. Let me have a look. This is the test. Oh, it's empty. Huzzah! It worked. So again, in there, you just empty your puck. Oh look, I've put coffee on my table. Distress. What I've got is 100 ml extraction of coffee, which you can just see if I do that. This is where I pour coffee. Oh look! Sad times. Quick! Absorb! Oh, look, I've coffee stained my blooming doodah. Oh, stress with my life. That'll teach me for doing things in the bedroom and not the kitchen. Let's try that again. So, there's the coffee. Don't do it again, Wallace. There you go, you can just about see the black liquid. But it's a bit short at the moment. So I reckon if we try that now, I don't know how to try it, that's intensive. So it says on the instructions, top up your mug essentially with 225 ml of water. Well, I know where that is in this cup, and it's about there. So I've got a black coffee made by doing a short extraction and then topped up with water. And I've got our other black coffee made using the Trinity one, which smells good and is different. Oh, quite hot. Let's try this again. They are quite different. This out of the big one, as you'd expect, because this is sort of, I think it was 300 quid when I bought it. I'm not sure if that's the price now, but that's a better coffee, or a better extraction of that coffee, but then it's 10 times the price. And also you can't exactly put this in your bag and take it on holiday or to work or whatever. So this is very much a cafe or a kitchen affair. For a kitchen, and this is awesome, I think. You know, this is, it doesn't take up a lot of room and it does everything. But this is a sort of coffee that you're going to sit down, really enjoy every mouthful as a thing. This is what I would probably have as a daily wake up juice. It's got a lot of the same flavour notes in there, but because of the style of extraction, as in a short shot with topped up with water, it feels like that. It feels like it's almost an Americano type extraction. It's still nice though. It's way better than most coffees that you would buy in the shops. So all in all, Trinity 1, Bonza, cheers Aussies. Trinity 0, love that as well. Well happy with that. I think it's well worth the £40. But definitely two totally different products for two different situations. I would definitely recommend both. As I said, I'm not affiliated to Trinity at all. I do like the name, but it's nothing to do with me. So as an AeroPress rival, and AeroPress is for people that may or may not know, or a plastic plunger thing, Google it, you'll find out. It's a bit smaller and a bit easier to use. I would probably replace my AeroPress as an AeroPress with that, because I find that easier and nicer. And actually, I've got to say the coffee is similar to that. But this bad boy, this is going into my little coffee pop-up, and I will be inflicting this on my customers in the next couple of weeks and see what they think. It's certainly quite theatrical, definitely. Well, that's about it for this week. I hope it's been a thing, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next video. Take care of yourself, look after each other and your friends and all of that, and I'm going to sit here and completely caffeinate my head off, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Cheers for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Bye.